Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Bling Empire Season 1, Episode 8. Will you marry me? You guys, this is the final episode of the first season. I can't wait for the second season. I don't have a date on it yet, but as soon as I know, I will get the word out and I will be covering that one as well. So let's talk through the episode, and at the end, I kind of want to catch up and see where everybody's at now. So we'll kind of do a deep dive on what these guys are up to. So let's get into the episode. Okay, so we pick up with Kevin and Kane. Remember, they had gone to Charleston under the guise of finding Kim Lee's dad. So there's this whole thing I talked about last episode where this was not my favorite part of the show. It felt a little staged, which is very hard for me to say because I believe all TV is real, right? But it felt very staged in this one where they were going to look for Kim Lee's dad, just have an address from a PI that was helping her find her dad. You know, they lost contact a while ago, and there's some mix-up between this guy Tony and some guy Michael. Turns out her dad Tony passed away 2 years ago. He got sick. Unfortunately, he did have a heart attack, and he passed. So they ask, so it's his wife or his widow that is talking on the phone to them, and he asks if Tony talked about Kim at all, and the wife says yes, he missed his children a lot. And I didn't get the woman's name, so I keep calling her the wife because I don't know her name, but she's saying, does Kim live in California? And they say, yes, she's doing well. She's in California. And the wife says, tell her that her daddy died already. And they're very sad for her. And they're upset. They don't know how to give her this news. And in my notes, I just have, why didn't the PI know this? I mean, obviously they did, right? Kim knew this. They went for the drama of it all. Again, I don't want to ruin this. I do like this show, but this just felt very forced for me. So, okay, from here we go over to Kim's family home in Malibu. Kim gets a call that Kane and Kevin, it's a lot of case, want to come by. They are back in town and they want to stop by, and she's surprised, and they say they don't know what to say. Her mom is there. I believe it's her mom's house. They keep calling her family house, but I assume it's her mom's house. So they explain, we wanted to go on your behalf, and we went ahead and went to South Carolina, as you do. And she says, you went without asking me or my mother? Meaning you got the address from the PI and you went without talking to us? And they said they went to his store where the nail salon, and they went to the neighbor's house, and we know where this is going. So his wife ended up calling and explained that her dad unfortunately passed away, and they're so sorry. She's obviously upset, and she's shocked, and she didn't know or is pretending not to know, whatever it is. That sucks. That's terrible to find out. She's saying, I feel like a part of me is missing. So then we go to Christine and Sheree, and honestly, unless the guy is a complete jerk, which Jesse doesn't seem like he is, or abusive in some way, I'm not saying Jesse is, I'm saying the guy, the hypothetical guy, like, you just say, okay, cool. You just kind of go along with it, but nope, not Christine. She's like, I think you drank the wrong tea, and things like, how do you feel about living with the fact that you proposed? And she asks if he'll be upset. He kind of says, well, yeah, he might be, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. And Christine says, so you'd sacrifice his happiness for your happiness? And I think that's rich coming from Christine, who doesn't seem like a super thoughtful person. Okay, so now we find out there's some company in Las Vegas that like to fly out, according to Christine, I quote, wealthy Asians to shop. How can I get on this guest list? Christine got an invitation, and also Sheree said that she was going to go, so they decide they're going to meet up out in Vegas. So Christine chartered a private jet, and Kevin, Kane, Christine are on this one. And then the other people like Jamie and, of course, Sheree and Jesse and stuff are going to meet them out there. So on the plane, they do this obnoxious game where they go through the alphabet and name designers. The funny part to me was when they got to E, Kevin didn't know or pretended not to know, I don't know, and said Hermes, and they laughed at that, and I actually found that kind of funny too. So that's it for the plane ride. They arrive at the event. We never find out like the name of the store, and it was hard to tell. It looked like maybe a collection of designers here. Not real sure, but again, I want to be there. So I tried to zoom in here on this jewelry and see if I could find the price on anything, but no, I don't think that's how these fancy places work. You probably don't see prices. If you have to ask, you can't afford it, right? That's why I'm not invited. So it's big fancy jewelry. Kane says this is his favorite event. When he met Jamie there, she spent $50,000 on a jacket. Take that in for a minute. $50,000 on a jacket. What the hell is this jacket made out of? What the hell kind of jacket? I mean, what are we talking about here? That's a wild amount of money. Like, I just can't imagine being so rich I lose sight of what $50,000 means for a jacket. Okay, Jamie says she loves shopping. She could shop 5 days straight from open to close, and she has before. Again, they're kind of starting to make this a storyline. We really haven't seen much out of Jamie all season, but here's her storyline. She loves to shop. So Kane, Jamie, and Christine go to dinner. They bring out these plates, and they scrape bone marrow into there. Now, I just didn't have the stomach to try it. My husband tried it. He really likes it. So I know it's some people's thing. It's just not mine. Jamie's reaction is pretty funny. She said it looks like dog food. Christine loves it. We find out Jamie is 21 years old. Oh my goodness. Kane asks if she's supposed to be working. She says, well, I work. I'm an influencer. Okay, Jamie. I just want to pat her on the head. She earned $40,000, which Christine laughs at and says, girl, that won't even get you one look. Whoa. Her dad is supportive of whatever she does and whatever she spends. He's fine with it. Kane says he did the same thing when he was her age, but then eventually his dad put him on a budget. Christine asks if he has an allowance, and he says yes. I'm going to need more information, Kane. How much is that allowance? What are we talking here? Kane asks Christine how her dad was growing up, and she says she hadn't spoken to him in 10 years. They're completely surprised by this. He apparently lives in Taiwan. He knows of Baby G, but he hasn't met him. And she says there was stuff that happened when she was in college, and she was cut off. I really want to know what this is. I don't even know where they're going with this. They cheers to daddy's issues, and they fly back home on the jet. So then we go to this event, and we find out it's Cherie's baby, Javon. It's his 100 days. Apparently this is a thing that they do. It's a 100-day celebration, 100 days of being alive. So they have cocktail hour, and then they're going to have a banquet. So everybody looks beautiful. I love Christine's dress here. That blue is stunning on her. Christine's eyelashes drive me crazy because they just look so uncomfortable, but her dress is stunning. I do not like Kelly's Cruella de Vil dress, and what the hell is Kim Lee wearing? Seriously, it's like stripper escapades. I don't understand that at all. This is Cherie's friend whose house the event was thrown at. I need to know more about Leah. What's her deal? Okay, so from here we see Cherie pulls Christine aside, and she confides in her that tonight's the night she's going to propose to Jesse. Again, Christine not very supportive, but is like, okay. Yeah, so there's not much more. I don't know. Again, once Cherie's made up her mind, you just kind of got to say, okay, great. Good luck. That's great. I can't wait to see it. Kelly pulls Kevin aside and says, the rumor about me and Andrew together, well, we did see each other and we made out. So she says she felt like she should fess up. Why? Why make out with him? Why tell Kevin? So Kevin says the rumors weren't wrong, and Kelly says, yeah, but we're not back together. We thought we were going to be friends, but we aren't. We'll get to that. Christine tells Kim, I saw that I was sitting next to Anna, and I want to get my bearings on the penis pump situation. Kim says, listen, I have a lot going on right now. I just found out that my father passed away. So Christine asks Kim what she's going to do next. It was a weird question to me, but I assume she meant, how are you going to handle this? Kim says, learn from me. You don't want you don't want this to happen to you one day once she finds out, because Christine, of course, is estranged from her dad. Christine says everything Kim's saying is right. So I do love the event. I love the decor. I thought they did a fantastic job. Look at this cake. It's so cute. You know, I haven't found Jesse attractive this whole time, but I kind of did here, and I don't know why. I know his suit is ridiculous, but I just thought he looked handsome, and he was so cute with Cherie and all dressed up celebrating his baby. So yeah, I found him a little more attractive here. So here's that sweet little baby. Look at that, baby Javon. They sing happy birthday to him and roll him out. Everybody applauds. Christine talks to Florent and says, oh, so you're a jewelry expert. Sorry, I wrote, what? I did not know that. Literally, I think this is the first time they brought this up, that he's a jewelry expert. They just call him Anna's friend. In fact, in the last episode, I kept saying, are they boning? We find out later that they're clearly not, because he and Kane exchanged numbers. So Christine, like a total asshole, says, what's your assessment of everyone's jewelry at the table? Wow. He looks around and kind of laughs, and she's like, what, thumbs up, thumbs down? Tell me. And he says, there's one person wearing fakes. And he nods over to Kelly. Christine laughs and says, yeah, you can tell. Then, like a real bitch, Christine leans right over and asks Kelly, are those too heavy for you? Lots of carrots. A nice resolution working out for you. Anna tells Kevin and Kane that they did the most amazing thing, taking time to look for Kim's father. They encourage Anna to talk to Kim and to make nice, because remember, they're still in this feud about Kim walking through her house. I thought they had made up at the bowling party, kind of, but they're making it seem like they haven't. So Anna kind of calls Kim over, and Kim hides and starts yelling, not today, Satan. They haven't talked since the house thing, so Anna starts out by saying, listen, I'm truly sorry about your loss. I know what it's like to lose a parent. Kim says, I truly apologize for having come over to your house and disrespect you in any way. It was nice to see him make up. They hug. I'm sure we'll see more of this in the future. So Cherie and Jesse get on stage and thank everyone for coming. She wrote a speech thanking them and talking about their amazing life together, and it leads her to a question, and she ends up saying, will you marry me? And when she does, everybody screams. He just seems completely taken aback. She brought a box. He looks completely shocked. And he says, wow, I'm just totally surprised. Christine talks about the look on his face and says, I'm thinking, oh dear, please don't say no, Jesse. Lots of ums happening from him. But he ends up saying he's the luckiest guy in the world. He says it's the best thing he could do in his life was to marry her. And I thought that was so sweet. He says, of course, that's a yes. And everyone cheers. And Kane says, break traditions and live your life. And I say the same thing. That's fantastic. Then we see Kane trading numbers with Florent. And I was shocked because for some reason I had in my head that he and Anna were banging, Florent and Anna. But good for them. Florent's hot. Get yours, Kane. They say that they're single and ready to mingle. And again, in my notes, I thought Florent was boning Anna. So then we see Kim Lee and Kevin. And you guys, I don't like this. They tried to make it a thing where they had some flirty moments. And I'm not here for it. That's my boyfriend. Step off, bitch. No, for real. It felt a little forced. They teased about looking at each other like they wanted to kiss. And she's like, oh, no, it's the other way around. Like, they kind of build up a will they, won't they thing, but there's no way. She's way too high maintenance for him. Then we see everybody kind of go around saying parting words. Christine says she has a tough exterior, and it'll be a thing of the past. She'll try to be more loving and forgiving. Okay, I hope so. We'll see. I don't think so. Anna says it's a year of trying new things, so that's cool. Try to be my friend and take me to Paris, Anna. Kane talks about being a true friend. I want to be a true friend with Kane, too. I love him. Kevin says, if you can't be rich, then have rich friends. If any of you guys are rich and want to be my friend, I'm down. Kelly says, watching them get engaged makes her so happy. She realizes how hard it is to find somebody. And you guys, Just when I had the warm and fuzzies, as you get when you're wrapping up a show, this shit happened. And just as Kim said, I'm going to steal the line and say, not today, Satan. Not today. That is it for the series. Okay, we need to talk real quick about what's going on with everybody now, because it's been a little while since this show came out, and I want to talk about what they're up to and what we know, and if anybody has information on season 2, pass it over, because I want to know. Okay, let's get a cast update going and see where these guys are at now. I found this update thanks to Hollywood Life. Check them out. And here we go. Here's my boyfriend, Kevin. Look, it's so cute. All right, so Kevin got married. Just kidding. Wishful thinking. No, his big thing is he says that he got his own apartment. It's 500 square feet. He said it feels like a mansion to him. And he's excited to have his own place. Then we go over to Kane. Kane's update was cute. Hey, did you know that he's supposedly a real estate developer? I didn't. But apparently he is. But also during the pandemic, he got really close to Anna Shea. He was saying he misses shopping, but nothing's close to Anna, so they've been able to go shopping. Yay. Then we go over to Anna Shea. Now, this one kind of surprised me. She apparently is trying to work on becoming a licensed contractor. Did you guys know this? They talk about her wealth coming from selling her father's company. We had heard that allegedly he's an arms dealer, or was, something like that, or something to do maybe with Russian military, so interesting. Then we have Christine. Now, you guys know she's not my favorite. Her thing is about Instagram and lavish lifestyles. So the one thing interesting to come out is that she's become very close with Cherie, which is so strange because I get a completely different vibe from Cherie. So I really would like to be a fly on the wall when these two hang out. We go over to Kelly. You guys sent me updates on Kelly. We thought they were broken up. Yeah, they're back together. Kelly and Andrew are back together. Can you believe it? Ugh, I'm so upset. Ugh, F that guy. Her whole thing was, you guys saw us at our worst point. We broke up a couple of times, but we're good. We're back together. Okay. Then we go over to Jamie. Jamie's the 21-year-old that spent $50,000 on a coat. That will never not be funny to me. They really didn't say much about her. It was more like, hey, she's on Instagram. Cool. Kim, did you guys know? I mean, we knew that she was a huge DJ, but it says she toured with Cardi B. Wow. Okay, so this was interesting. Remember, they'd had a will they, won't they with Kevin. She says everything's good, but they figured out that something might be going on because they don't follow each other on social media. I'm sure it'll come into play next season. So then we have Cherie and Jesse. I just love Cherie. I really do. I love her personality. She seems like a sweet girl. Nothing new there. I had to double check. They're still engaged. Yay. They just don't have a date set. They don't want to do it during the pandemic. I respect that. And it's unlike some of the housewives we've seen that decide it's a good time to have a big old wedding. So that's it for the episode, you guys. That's what's going on with the cast. Again, I'm here for season 2. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Check back. I'll be picking up another show. I'm not sure what it is yet. If you have strong opinions about it, leave a comment below. And thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.